Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
And for this show, we have a very, very exciting week ahead of us.
Wow.
I planned all these different fun events for us to attend. The first thing that we're going to do, Max, you know how much I love dogs.
Yeah, they're very popular here.
Exactly, they're very popular here in Israel. In Tel Aviv, you could find almost every other person walking around with like at least one dog.
Yeah, it's hard to cross the sidewalk without seeing a dog.
So I figured today we'll go to the one and only certified guide dog school in the
cool.
Middle East.
All right, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
We're going to check that out today?
We'll check them, all the cute little dogs,
Cool.
puppies, golden retrievers, Labradors.
And they're training them there?
Yep.
Let's check it out.
Dogs are known to be man's best friend. It's a bond that saves countless lives and makes life easier for the disabled. And here in Israel, one nonprofit organization is going above and beyond to help provide dogs for the nation's visually impaired.
קדימה, ישר. הפ. כלבה טובה.
This is Bracha, an immigrant to Israel who's been blind since she was born. But ever since she was partnered up with her guide dog, Dinka, life has been much easier.
We've been together for 5.5 years. The moment I got a guide dog, I felt more independent. I felt proud to walk down the street with my dog. כלבה טובה. קדימה. הפ. I was always reluctant to walk with a white mobility cane. I felt ashamed and I didn't want to take a cane out of my bag and show the public that I had a visual impairment.
This partnership gave Bracha a new sense of confidence, freedom, and mobility. And she's not the only one. Since its establishment, the center has created close to 600 partnerships between the dogs and the visually impaired.
Thanks to dogs like Amber, who produce many guide dog puppies, we can provide free of charge service for as many people with blindness in Israel that wants to be part of society.
The dogs that are bred for the program are Labradors and golden retrievers, valuable purebred dogs that come with a high price tag. From training up until retirement, each dog costs about $50,000.
חופשי! חופשי!
בואי, בואי הנה, יפי!
The rigorous training amounts to a long and complex process that takes approximately 2 years and is conducted by experienced trainers.
יופי. כן, הפעם. יופי. קדימה. כן, יופי.
Boy! At what age do you start training these dogs? They're all born here, right at the center.
All the dogs are born and raised here. The program is that they're born right at the puppy kennels. They're here for 7 weeks. And then what they do is they are being matched to puppy walker families for a year.
During the year with a volunteer family, the dogs get some basic training for home conditions and are exposed to the ins and outs of city life. They are then brought back to the center for assessment in order to see which dogs are capable enough to be a proper guide dog. I'm sure it's so hard for them to bring back the dog here to the center after a full year of training them and treating them like family, pretty much.
You just put the finger on the most difficult part.
Yeah.
It's difficult for everybody, but it's something that they know from the get-go. It's not a surprise. You're giving someone else much more than you gain.
These dogs don't just go to anyone. They have to have qualities that match the person that they're going to be paired with, right?
Yeah.
What kind of qualities do you look for?
You interview the person and you know if the person needs a dog that works fast or slow, if the person needs the dog to work very hard in busy conditions or just needs to do very simple routes around the house.
The trainers use positive reinforcement tactics on the dogs, and by utilizing a clicker, the dogs eventually associate the sound with being rewarded with a treat.
The dogs that are very sound mentally and very keen on the clicker are the best dogs, and the dogs that are less keen on the clicker and less sound, are too afraid or too stressed from this or that, are less successful.
We're taking the dogs at least once a day outside to the yards. It's their fun time. It's a good way to take all the energy out and stress, because work is stressful and sometimes being inside is stressful. So it's very, very good for them.
It's funny because you could already tell the personality of the dogs. Like
True.
the black dog looks like he's a wanderer. He explores on his own. One of the dogs looks like a little bit more aggressive than the rest.
Sure.
People that come here and get the guide dogs, when they leave the place later, they tell us that their lives change from A to Z, and that sometimes when they walk with their dogs, they forget that they are blind. So when you hear such a statement, you understand what we do here.
How cute were those little puppies?
Adorable.
Oh my God, I wanted to take one home.
So what's our next move? Where are we going?
Well, I'm hungry, Max. And you know, every week on the show, I like to include a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's some of my favorite things to film.
There's a lot of great ones here in Israel.
Yeah, and the next one we're going to is in Herzliya,
All right.
a little bit north of Tel Aviv.
Beautiful. It's a great little spot.
Yeah, just 20-minute drive. And
We're not going on a boat though, huh?
No, we're not, but we have a great view of many, many boats right on the
Okay.
harbor of Herzliya.
All right, that sounds nice. Let's do it.
Sushi has become a worldwide favorite, and even here in Israel, people can't seem to get enough of it. Here at Restaurant Nomos, they've earned the reputation of having top-of-the-line seafood, and today we're here to find out why.
The food here, I would say, is one of the best sushis in Israel. The chefs know what they're doing. The selection of fish that they get from all over the world is as fresh as anybody can have.
Got a salmon miso roll. It's perfect, and the view is even better.
Sitting right on Herzliya's marina, Restaurant Nomos not only offers exceptional flavors from the sea, but also some of the most breathtaking views of the blue Mediterranean waters. The lively marina is home to Israel's most elite sailing community, housing over 800 yachts and boats, in addition to hosting events all throughout the year.
It's a really happening port. It's beautiful.
Restaurant owner Ilan knew this would be the perfect spot to open up his restaurant just 6 years ago. And although it was a very risky move considering the marina's high rental prices, he decided to take the chance anyway.
He saw the potential of this location and he just grabbed it, and slowly it really became this hot spot.
Ilan's friendly, outgoing personality, plus his history of going from kitchen to kitchen around the world as an avid foodie and traveler, helped him develop a unique and special palate. And today these flavors make their way into each dish at Nomos.
We get the fish every day. We get different types of fish. Some are from the local sea. Some are imported.
Other than the sushi kitchen, he opened up another kitchen and he turned it into a Mediterranean style. Slowly he saw that this gap between the sushi kitchen and the Mediterranean kitchen, it just doesn't work as well. And he finally made the jump. He changed the menu into an Asian fusion menu.
since I've moved here, I've been constantly hearing that this is really the place to go if you want some good quality fish and sushi. So I don't even know where to start here. I mean, there's so many different things on the platter. Wow. Amazing. Max, you know that there are tons of volunteering opportunities here in Israel, right?
That's so true. You got people coming from all
So
over
many.
the world. They actually want to come and get their hands dirty and do some volunteering. It's
Yeah,
fun for
it's
them.
fun and it's for a good cause. And I did my research and I found out actually a really cool organization that they rescue tons of food each year and distribute it to the needy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they're doing that here in Israel?
They do that here in Israel. People from all over the world participate, and I figured that me and you could get our hands dirty and harvest some beets today.
We're going to go get in on a volunteering harvest session?
Exactly.
Cool, sounds interesting. Let's film it.
Let's go. Each year, approximately 35% of Israel's food supply goes to waste and never makes it to the consumer. But one Israeli organization is taking a stand by inviting volunteers from all over the world to reclaim this food for the needy.
There's a lot of waste in Israel and there's a lot of poverty in Israel, and by rescuing food and delivering it to the needy, you can actually address the problem of hunger in the country.
There are numerous reasons that lead to unwanted waste, such as market demands and aesthetic flaws, but thanks to Israel's leading food rescue network, Leket, 33 million pounds of food has been rescued annually since 2003, and the number is continuing to climb. So how is it done?
What we do is we approach the farmers and we ask them to give us what they don't want to harvest. Instead of them turning it over into the field, we actually pick it and then distribute it to non-profit organisations working with the needy.
Leket has 22 trucks and is in contact with thousands of farmers around the country. But aside from that, they recently launched a new project which provides an opportunity to not only contribute to an important cause, but also to get a real hands-on Israeli farming experience.
Who's up for another bucket of beets?
Leket's new project, which they've dubbed Gleaning the Fields, involves planting and harvesting additional veggies in order to make sure they always have a steady supply of produce.
It's an experience that really connects the hands and the hearts to the land. Wow. I need help with this one. Mazel tov.
The farms are staffed primarily by volunteers to harvest the fruits and vegetables and are assisted by some full-time farmers who handle the more complicated aspects of farming, such as planting, watering, and fertilizing.
Many of us today are thinking we could do this in our community. How can we justify living in such a rich country and have people be starving?
The combination of enthusiastic volunteers paired with experts in working the fields are helping put more healthy food on the tables of the needy in Israel. Look at the size of these beets. I mean, it's something they could only find in Israel.
I try to encourage every group to sort of give back a little bit when they come because we take so much from the land while we're here. And so Leket is definitely one of my favorite places to volunteer because you can get your hands dirty. All right, guys, you are on game. We're gonna fill up one more big carton and then we're gonna call it a day.
So what ends up happening to all of the beets and the vegetables that they harvested?
The truck is gonna come here and I will load it with a tractor and it will go to Ra'anana, and from there our trucks deliver it to 200 different organizations who gives it to the needy people.
So a lot of hungry people are being fed by this organization, right?
48,000 families.
Wow. Leket relies solely on private donations and receives absolutely no funds from the Israeli government. Donors have sent in funds from all over the world in support of the life-changing work that happens here at the center.
Leket started with an idea and one guy, and it is now helping literally tens of thousands of people every week who are in need.
Natalie, I know how much you love restaurants, so I think it makes sense that maybe we'll go check out a second one.
Okay,
Show.
I'm always happy for that.
Well, you know, we went to your place in Herzliya, beautiful, great food. But here in South Tel Aviv, Central Tel Aviv area, is a restaurant that not only is serving some really cool Thai food, but has a
Thai food!
Yeah.
Wow, Thai food is my top 5 favorite cuisines.
And this place also has a really cool atmosphere. People sitting, drinking late into the night.
All right, sounds
Let's go
good.
check it out.
Trusting you on this one. Let's go. Thailand has always been among the top countries Israelis love to visit, so it's no surprise that Thai cuisine is making its way through the Israeli culinary landscape. In recent years, more and more Southeast Asian and Thai restaurants have set up shop right here in Tel Aviv.
Tiny bit on the top, yeah.
I'm tearing because it's so spicy, but I don't want to stop. Here at restaurant Thai Har Sinai, the chefs know their way around the Thai kitchen, cooking up dishes that are both flavorful and authentic.
So this is like a cup camp style, it's like tavern style, it's like a place that you come and you eat a lot of small dishes. It's a sharing menu, but the whole idea behind it is that you can have a taste from each one of them and combine it together.
Here, the casual, laid-back feel of central Tel Aviv makes the perfect setting for experiencing these unique flavors. The restaurant features a live local DJ nightly, and with a full bar plus some creative cocktails, the bartenders here keep the drinks flowing all night.
Lime juice, Roger, Aperol, Angostura bitters, and passion fruit.
This is the only place that you actually can come and hang out and party a bit, you know.
It's just great. It's the great location, a great spot. Used to be like just a synagogue and nothing around it, and now it fits perfectly, this combination.
What do you like most from Thai cuisine?
I like the flavors. Labgai is my favorite.
Labgai, chicken salad.
Yes, it's very spicy, but it's okay because I have a big water bottle next to me the whole time when I'm eating it.
Yes.
So what are we making today?
Because you like labgai, but I don't prepare chicken. I have beef instead.
Okay. What is lab?
Lab, actually lab is something that you mince by knife, and you mince it. That is the type. First you have the meat. Today I use chiter grill. You can marinate with the fish sauce or soya sauce.
Okay. And that really brings it that Asian flavor.
Chili powder. And this one I make by myself. We make in-house ourselves.
What is it?
This is the sticky rice powder.
So this is why I can't make this dish at home, because I don't have these little ingredients that add so much to the dish, right?
You have to prepare a lot. Thai food is about preparation. Then I have fish sauce and lime. This is fish sauce. 1 tablespoon.
Okay, 1 tablespoon of each.
Fish sauce.
First fish sauce.
Yeah. So sour comes first.
It's tangy, like you said.
Yes.
Sour.
Yes.
It's a little spicy. It's perfect. Another popular dish here at the restaurant is the Thai pomelo salad, which comes with deep-fried fish tossed with an exotic mix of vegetables, herbs, and seasonings.
The next ingredient you have to mix in the bowl. Spring onion, mint leaf, coriander leaf, lemongrass, some pomelo together, and then some chili,
Fish
fish sauce, and then lime. Two, like that. I'm gonna add some cashew.
Cashews. Some pomelo. Give it that acidic flavor.
You have two options.
Yeah.
Option one, put the fish inside.
And mix it up? Or
Yeah.
put it on top?
Yeah, I'll put the stuff. You want to mix them together?
No. Okay, fine.
Oh, you want to put on top? Okay.
Folks, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. We loved having you with us.
And don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.